Hello, this is the lecture number 5 of the chapter Continuity and Differentiability, and in the last lecture we have completed the topic continuity and we are starting with the differentiability. First of all, we'll discuss what is differentiability. So let a function f is said to be differentiable if it is differentiable at every points of its domain. The set of all points where f is differentiable is called the domain of differentiability. So a function is said to be differentiable if it is differentiable in its all points of domain. Now let us suppose f is a real valued function and c is the point in its domain. Any point in its domain, then the derivative of f at c is defined by like this: limit h goes to 0 f c plus h minus fc upon h, provided that this limit exists. Now if this limit exists, we say that the function fx is differentiable at x is equal to c. So the derivative of ffc is denoted by this sign f dash c, or d upon dx of fx at c. Now what is the meaning of this? D upon dx means derivative of fx at point c, and the function defined by f dash x is equal to limit h goes to 0 fx plus h minus fx upon h limit x is 0 equal to 0 whenever this point limit exists. If this limit exists at x, this limit exists, then we say that the function is differentiable at x. Now the derivative of f is denoted by this sign f dash x, or d upon dx of fx, or if y is equal to fx, then its derivative is denoted by d by dx, or y dash derivative denoted by like this, or d by dx, or f dash x like this. So the process of derivative of function is known as differentiation, and the basics of this derivative you have done in your class 11, and you know most of the formula. Even then I am again recalling them. Now the first formula you have done is the derivative of x raised to power n, which is equal to n x ki power n minus 1. Derivative of x ki power n, d upon dx of x ki power n. See the method how you have to write if you are forgetting that. D upon dx of x ki power n, it will be equal to n x ki power n minus 1. The power, the variable multiply the power, and the power is decreased by 1. This is the small short you can learn. So I am taking some of the example. For example, the derivative of x ki power 6 will be n x ki power n minus 1, 6x ki power 5. Or root x, for root x you can write half. So half x ki power half minus 1, it comes out to be 1 upon 2 root x. You should have you should learn this answer of root x, derivative of root x 1 upon 2 root x, because it will be used many times. Similarly, for 1 upon x, you can write x ki power minus 1. When you use this formula n x ki power n minus 1, you are getting 1 upon x square. Here also you should learn the derivative of 1 upon x, which is equal to 1 upon x square. These already you have done in your class 11th. I am recalling them. Now this formula you have learned that derivative of e ki power x is e ki power x, derivative of log x, and in this the base of all log x in your syllabus is e. So derivative of x is equal to 1 upon x, derivative of sin x you have learned cos x, derivative of cos x it is minus sin x, derivative of tan x is equal to sec square x, derivative of cosec x is equal to minus cosec x into cot x, derivative of sec x is equal to sec x into tan x, derivative of cot x is equal to minus cosec square x. Now this is the new formula you have not learned in the class 11. Derivative of sine inverse x is equal to 1 upon under root 1 minus 1 upon under root 1 minus x square. You can solve like this. Let sine inverse x is equal to y. So x comes out to be sine y. You can write dx upon dy is equal to cos y. For cos y you can write 1 minus under root 1 minus sine square y. And what is the value of sine y? Sine y is equal to x, so it is x square. So d upon dx, this under root 1 minus x square, so dy dx comes out to be what is 1 upon under root 1 minus x square. So this is the proof of the sine inverse x derivative. Sine inverse x is equal to y, you can take x is equal to sine y, dx upon dy will equal to cos y. For the cos y, you can write under root 1 minus sine square y. So d upon dx, you write d upon dy is equal to, in place of sine y, you can write x, so under root x square, under root 1 minus x square, so dy dx is equal to 1 upon under root 1 minus x square. So like this, the derivative of cos x will be equal to minus 1 upon under root 1 minus x square. You can prove like this. Derivative of tan x is equal to 1 upon 1 plus x square. Derivative of cot x is equal to minus 1 upon 1 plus x square. The opposite sign. Sec inverse x is equal to 1 upon x under root x square minus 1, and cosec minus opposite sign. Now you have done the product rule in class 11. The product rule says that d upon dx of u into v, the derivative of u multiplied by v or derivative of v multiplied with u. किसी एक multiply the derivative of 1 multiplied with second plus derivative of second multiplied by first. I have taken this example. So derivative of x square into sin x. So derivative of x square into sin x square का derivative 2x into sin x plus x square derivative of sin x, that is cos x. Derivative of this multiplied by this, derivative of this multiplied by this. This is the product rule. You have done very well in your class 11th. Now after this we have the remaining quotient rule. Also you have done in class 11th. Now what is the quotient rule says? If we have u upon v upon u, square of the denominator, in the numerator we have derivative of the numerator multiplied by the denominator minus numerator multiplied by the derivative of the denominator. This is the quotient rule for v upon u. I have taken this example, sin x upon x, the square of the denominator derivative of the numerator, that is cos x, minus derivative of the denominator into numerator. This is the quotient rule you have done already. Now after that we have the derivative of composite function. Now what is the meaning of composite function? Composite function means function of a function. Function of a function. So how we denote, find it out whether it is a function of a function or not. Now we know the derivative of sin x, but we have x cube. So it is a function of a function. Sin x is a function of x cube. Now we know the derivative of sin x, but we have sin cube x. So it is a function of power and sin x. Again cos root x. Now cos is a function of root x. So function of a function. So these are all composite function. Root cos x and root x. We have three function here, power, sin x and angle. We have two function here, tan inverse x square. And we have three function here, root, tan and angle this root. So this is the composite function. How we have to differentiate it? Say it very carefully. Now we can differentiate it by like this, sin x cube. So whenever we have sin x cube or some trigonometric function with some angle, to multiply first of all the trigonometric function. So sin derivative is cos, write x cube angle as it is. First of all differentiate the trigonometric. Sin derivative is cos x cube. Now multiply with the derivative of x cube. Cos x cube multiply by the derivative of x cube. This is the method to differentiate the composite function, and you have done already in your class 11th. Now derivative of x cube is 3x square. So derivative of sin into derivative of x cube. This is. Now see it very carefully. Now the difference between these two function is we have sin and the power is of angle. Now we have this sin x cube, sin cube x means sin x whole cube. So whenever we have the power or the whole cube, we differentiate the power first of all. पहले हम power का derivative करेंगे. First of all differentiate the power. So what is the derivative of x cube? It is 3x square. So the derivative of sin cube x is 3 sin square x. See it very carefully. We have differentiated the power first. Whenever we have the power, we differentiate the power. So 3 sin square x, and now multiply with the derivative of sin x. Multiply with the derivative of sin x, which is equal to cos x. Now derivative of cos root x. So again we have first of all the trigonometric function, then the angle. So first of all differentiate cos. The cos ka derivative is minus sin root x. Now multiply with the derivative of root x. It is equal to 1 upon 2 root x. You know the derivative of root x. This. Now root cos x. Now root cos x, the difference between these two. The angle, the square root in the angle, but we have the square root in the trigonometric function. So this root means the power of cos. So first of all we'll differentiate the power. तो derivative of root is 1 upon 2 root x. So in place of x we have cos x. So first of all we have differentiated the root. So 1 upon 2 root cos x. Now multiply with the derivative of cos x, which is equal to minus sin x. So whenever we have the power, so first of all differentiate the power or the exponent. Here we have the three functions: power, sine, then angle. So first of all we will differentiate this power, then we'll differentiate sine, then we'll differentiate x square. So first of all we will differentiate the power. 3 sine square x square. See this step. X cube derivative is 3x square. So 3 sine square x square. First of all we have differentiated this power. Now differentiate this sine x square. We have differentiated the power. Now after that we have to differentiate sine x square. Sine x square. We remove 3 because we have already differentiated it. Now this you have already done in the above question. Now we differentiate sine, which is equal to cos x square, and multiply with the derivative of x square, which is equal to 2x. So first of all differentiate power, then sine, then x square. Now in this tan inverse x square, differentiate tan inverse because this is the angle, then differentiate with the derivative, differentiate with x square. So what is the derivative of tan inverse? 1 upon 1 plus x square. Derivative of tan inverse is 1 upon 1 plus x square. So in place of x we have x square, therefore x to the power 4. Now you have to multiply with the derivative of x square, which is 2x. So it is 2x upon 1 plus x to the power 4. Now again we have three function: root, tan, root. So first of all we differentiate this root, then tan, then this root x. So what is the derivative of root? 1 upon 2 root x. So in place of x we have 10 root x. Differentiate of the power root 1 upon 2 root x. Now multiply with the derivative of 10 root x. Now we'll differentiate 10. Now the derivative of 10 is sec square. So sec square root x. Yeah, as it is rahega. This will as it is. So derivative of 10 is sec square root x. Now multiply with the derivative of root x. First of all this root, then 10 differentiate 10, then differentiate root x. The derivative of root x is 1 upon 2 root x. So this is the derivative of composite function. You have also done this in class 11, and we have used the direct method to differentiate it. There is a method to differentiate this also by chain rule. We will discuss this in the coming exercises. So first of all try to do the direct method. First of all differentiate trigonometric, then angle. If we have the power, first of all differentiate the power. So this is the basics for the derivative or the differentiation, which is the process of derivative is known as the differentiation. And this maximum part you have done in your class 11th. So we'll continue in the next lecture. Thank you.